Last Man Stands has many rules which makes it a distinctive format, fun and enjoyable for everybody, and it tests the depth of everybody's team that participate in the game. In Last Man Stands, all 8 wickets are required for a team to be dismissed, so when the 7th wicket falls, the last batter will bat on their own. They can only score in 2 4s and 6s, and he is the last man standing. It's 5 ball overs. Overs 1 to 19 are a maximum of 6. When we get to the final over, normal cricket rules apply, so any penalty balls are re-bowled. 5 ball overs is to keep the game fast, short and accessible. Any delivery down the leg side is deemed wide and counts as 1 run and an extra delivery. Any subsequent wides count as 3 runs, and any byes that are scored off that, so it can be a very expensive way to concede runs for your team. One of the most exciting rules is the home run rule, whereby the final ball of the innings, if it's hit for 6, it doubles and counts as 12. So it keeps the final over very interesting. If you're chasing a large total, you get yourself within 12 and you've got an opportunity to win the game. In normal cricket, a huge amount of time is wasted with changing ends at the end of every over. So in Last Man Stands, we do 10 overs from one end, and then we turn it around and bowl 10 overs from the other end. Once a batter gets to 50, they must retire. However, they can come back to the crease and resume their innings once all other wickets have fallen. This rule is great because it tests the depth of every team. They can't rely on a couple of batters to score the majority of their runs. In Last Man Stands, we have a double play rule whereby 2 wickets can fall in 1 delivery. The striking batsman, if he hits the ball in the air and is caught, the non-striking batsman can also be dismissed. He can be run out, but only at the bowler's end.
As an umpire, you're the face of Last Man Stands on the ground, and it's important that you represent the brand and yourself in the best possible manner. Make sure as an umpire you always look the part and are wearing an official LMS umpire hat and shirt tucked into a smart pair of trousers. If it's cold, make sure you have an official LMS slipover. Never wear non-LMS branded clothes such as jumpers, shirts or hats when you're officiating. If you don't yet own an LMS branded jumper, either wear skins underneath your official LMS shirt or wear a jumper underneath your shirt. The smarter you look, the more respect you'll get from the players. Once you arrive at the ground, you'll have lots to do, so try to arrive between half an hour or an hour beforehand to give yourself enough time. You'll need to check that the pitch is ready to play, with the wickets in place. You'll need to set the boundary markers out. Remember to keep the boundary lengths consistent from week to week at each ground. The average score now affects the team rankings. While checking the boundary, keep an eye out for hazardous objects on or near the field of play. Once that's done, introduce yourself to the two captains and conduct the toss. After the toss has been done, you can start loading the game on the live scoring. You can now begin adding the players to the teams with help from the two captains. When adding new players to the squad, it's vital to make sure a valid email address has been loaded so that you don't have to add the same players' details in the following week. They'll be able to confirm their email address and be added to the team permanently. You may now start your test.
So it's McGrath to open the bowling for the boundary riders to the left-handed Bradman, and that's nicely played with an open face down to third man. Lara comes round and picks up and sends in the return, and they're through for a comfortable 2 runs. McGrath into bowl to Bradman then, and that's nicely turned away. That's going out towards a deep backward square leg boundary, and it's gone away for 4. Probably should have been stopped, but a neat stroke.
Nicely played, 4 runs.
So already 6 for no wicket. Bradman has all 6. That's on the pads again. This time it's well anticipated at deep backwards square leg. Field had slightly changed. Fine leg going to deep backwards square, so only a single. Now it's Grace on strike. His first ball of the match. And McGrath to bowl just straight onto the pads, the previous 2 deliveries. Well, it's full and driven. That's just about where you want to be, making it hard for the batsman to really free his arms. Grace off the mark with a single. Last ball of the over. Bradman back on strike, and that's played uppishly away into the offside. It will only be a single though, and that ends the first over. 9 runs off the first over of the match. Second over to be bowled by Shane Warne, and he's bowling to Bradman. Down the pitch he comes, that's heaved away. That's an excellent shot. Well, it's gone out towards Cow Corner, but that's a brilliant stroke. It's gone away for 4. Really well struck by Bradman. Warne tries again. Oh, that's way down the leg side. That's our first wide of the match. So he'll have to bowl that one again. Completely losing his line, perhaps intimidated by the previous delivery. Warne under a bit of pressure here at the start of this over. And that's another poor ball down the leg side. And that's signalled wide as well, and that's 3 runs for the second wide in the over. So still 3 balls to come. And Warne is changing his angle of attack. He's going round the wicket to bowl here to Bradman. Seeing a lot of the strike early on, tickled away nicely, and that's gone away for 4 as well. This has been an expensive first over from Warne. Just straying onto the pads, and it just shows you don't need to be belligerent all the time. Subtlety works as well. That's better from Warne, right up in the block hole, turned away, and this time only a single towards deep mid-wicket. So Bradman off strike. He's taken most of it so far, and a chance for Grace to face Warne. Just telling the non-striking Bradman he's in the wrong place, just needs to move over. Because he's staying round the wicket to the right-handed Grace. Last ball of the over. Tremendous shot. Gone away for 6. Well, he had the chance there to free his arms. 19 off the over. 28 for no wicket after 2. McGrath's going to bowl the 3rd over and his 2nd over. And it's Bradman on strike. Delicately played. Down towards the 3rd man boundary. Lara is there. Only a single though. So it's Grace back on strike. And McGrath goes into bowl to him. Nicely played away off the back foot, but there's a boundary rider out there. Nudged away by Bradman. Only a single again. Heaved away. Now where's this going? It's going out towards the wide long on boundary, and it's gone over. 6 more. Well, that was a really fine blow. Last ball the over, and he's bowled him. He's got him. He went for it again, and McGrath strikes, and Grace is on his way. Grace out for 14, 37 for 1 after 3 overs. Well, that was an excellent comeback. Tried for the ambitious stroke again. This time it didn't work. Start of the 4th over, and it's Ranatunga to bowl. Bradman on strike. Ranatunga's first ball. Down the leg side, and not taken cleanly either by wicketkeeper Gilchrist, so they pinch another run. They're through for 2 wides. Not easy for wicketkeeper Gilchrist. So it's Hobbs on strike. This is his first ball after the wicket in the previous over. Ranatunga to bolt him. Oh, another really wayward delivery. Too much for Gilchrist, and they've pinched another one, and that's 4 in all. 4 wides, 3 for the wide delivery, the second one in the over, and also another one because Gilchrist couldn't take it cleanly. Score goes to 43 for 1. Bradman back on strike. Ranatunga really needs to get his line right here. Pressure on the bowler. Oh, it's another poor delivery, and again it's not taken cleanly. They run through again, and that's another 4 runs. Ranatunga into bowl to Bradman. That's better. Pitched up and driven down the ground for what is only a single. Decent fielding on the long on boundary. And that's better from Ranatunga. Best ball of the over so far. Back with Bradman. Ranatunga bowls to him. Oh, another one down the leg side, and again it's not taken cleanly. Well, the bowler and wicketkeeper having a really difficult over here, and another 4 to the total. Vintage 8 building their score nicely, beginning to put the boundary riders under pressure. The score up to 52 for 1, with the last ball of the over coming up. It's Hobbs on strike. And that's better from Ranatunga. Straight delivery, played away nicely. Only for a single, though, out to deep mid-wicket. So the over comes to an end, 16 off it, 53 for 1. Last over coming up. First ball bowled by Muralitharan, nicely chopped away by Hobbs. And the boot is not effective, and it's gone away for 4. Hobbs tries again. Swing and a miss. Well, it was there for the stroke. Only had been played like that the first time. Hobbs missing out. Back with Muralitharan. Goes into bowl to Hobbs in this final over. It's wide and a swing and a miss. And that is called wide by the umpire. So 1 more run to the total. Up to 58 for 1 in this 5th and final over of the Vintage 8's innings. Hobbs and Bradman building a big score here. Hobbs looking to capitalise. That's neatly played away. Lovely timing out towards the deep mid-wicket boundary, and it's not cut off. It's gone away for 4. Well, that was all about timing. It's nicely played away as well, but straight to deep mid-wicket, so only a single. 63 for 1. Last ball of the innings coming up, and it's Bradman on strike. Has a look over his right shoulder to see where the gaps are on the leg side boundary. Muralitharan goes in to bowl to him, and he's bowled him, and that's a good finish from Muralitharan. Bradman is out off the final ball for 33, 10 off the over, 63 for 2 after 5 overs for the vintage 8. So Boundary Riders need 64 to win. Here's Kallis to bowl the first ball to Sachin Tendulkar. He had to reach for that, and he was looking back at the umpire, and he wanted a wide. Sangakkara behind the stumps fumbled it. Kallis again, and that's another dot ball. That was a bit closer to the batsman, but he couldn't get after it, and they're still looking for their first run. Two dot balls to start the innings from Jack Kallis. Tendulkar waits. Kallis goes in to bowl to him. That's nicely played away. Down towards third man. It's only a single though. First run of the Boundary Riders innings. Change in the angle of attack from Kallis, deciding to go round the wicket to bowl to Viv Richards. Left-handed Richards, his first ball, way down the leg side. Oh, the keeper can't stop it either. Sangakkara diving away to his right, couldn't get there. And that has gone away for 4, plus the wide. 5 runs to the Boundary Riders. Richards waits. Right up in the block hole. That's a good delivery. Not taken cleanly by Sangakkara, but it's still a dot ball, a valuable one. Six for no wicket in the first over. Last ball of the first over coming up. Kallis in to bowl to Richards. There's an appeal for LBW. The ball's gone away on the offside. Not out, says the umpire, and a single to finish the over. 7 for no wicket off the first over. Now here's Rice to bowl the second over to Richards. It's a no ball. He tries to swing it away. It's a no ball. So this is a free hit. Pummeled down the ground. It'll only be a single though. Now Tendulkar on strike down the leg side. And that's a wide. And that's 3 runs. Already had 1 no ball in the over. So the wide counts as 3. Gradually beginning to build some momentum here, the Boundary Riders. Tendulkar waits for Rice. Heaved away, out towards the deep cover boundary, and that's gone away for 4. Not sure he was trying to hit it there, but it doesn't matter, it's gone to the boundary. That's the first 4 off the bat. That's a leg by, and they run through for a single. Last ball of the over coming up. Richards on strike. Rice bowls to him. Struck on the pan. That's a good tight delivery from Rice to finish the over. 10 off the over in all. 17 for no wicket after 2 overs. Kallis begins the third over and his second to Tendulkar, right up in the block hole. And how has that missed? That's gone between the batsman and leg stump and through to Sangakkara. Good start to the over from Kallis. Pressure beginning to build on the Boundary Riders. They need 64 to win. It's nicely played away, but it's only a single. Down towards the third man boundary. One more to Tendulkar. Kallis coming round the wicket to bowl to the left-handed Richards. And that's off the pad, it's gone down towards fine leg. Well, that's a cannily placed fielder down there. Heaved away. And it's gone away for 4. Beats the dive on the deep mid-wicket boundary. And some welcome relief for the Boundary Riders. Kallis goes in again. And that's a beautiful shot. It's gone over the sight screen for 6. Magnificent blow. Now they're getting going, and they need to as well. 4 and then 6. 12 in all then off the third over. 29 for no wicket after 3. 64 to win. So here's Rice with the fourth over. And it's the left-handed Richards on strike. That's really well bowled, right on target from Rice. Every dot ball valuable. Boundary Riders have got plenty to do in the final 2 overs if they're to win the game. 29 for no wicket, needing 64 to win. Richards needs a boundary. Not there, guided away nicely, but it will only be a single towards third man. Score moves to 30 for no wicket. Rice moves in. A heave into the pad, they're off for a single. This could be out if it hits the stumps, it doesn't. Well, he would have been out if that throw had hit the stumps from Sangakkara. The non-striker responded well, but the striker was just a bit slow starting. One more run to the total though. It's Richards back on strike. Rice goes in to bowl to him. It's a no ball. And it's gone to the deep back with square leg boundary. It's gone away for 4. Well, that's a real bonus. Rice can't believe it. Standing in the middle of the pitch with his hands on his hips. But it's a no ball and it's 4, so 5 runs off that delivery. And that's played away beautifully down towards the deep cover boundary. That's gone away for 4. And the run's beginning to flow now. Here's the last ball of the over. Oh, wide down the leg side. 3 to end the over. 14 off it. 43 for no wicket. 21 to win off the last over. Now it's Worrell to bowl. Tendulkar on strike. Played away out towards the wide long on region. It's only a single though. Looked promising initially. But straight to the fielder at wide long on. 44 for no wicket in the last over. Worrell to Richards. This is high in the air. Now who's underneath this? Oh, it's very well taken. Excellent catch. And Richards goes out for 21. 45 for 1 in the final over. Very well caught on the long on boundary. And it's going to be difficult from here. 45 for 1 with 3 balls left. 64 to win. And it's Lara on strike. Now that's a wide. And they run through as well. Run out chance. They get there. 2 wides to the total. They had to go for it. And they're still in with a chance. Tendulkar back on strike. Forced down the ground, but they need boundaries. Just a single. Now the pressure really on. It's still possible, but only 2 sixes will do it. They need a 6 and then a home run 6. Well, there's one of them. That is a fabulous stroke. And it gives the Boundary Riders a chance with 1 ball to go. Able to score 12 off the last ball. If you score a 6, double it up for the home run. They still have a chance. This has to be hit for 6. Lara on strike. Worrell goes into bowl to him. Well, it's down the leg side. It's turned away down towards fine leg. It's gone away for a single. And that is the end of the match. The Boundary Riders finish on 54 for 1 in reply to 63 for 2.